Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome again to another video. And today I'm gonna look at the Spark 118 Sauber Formula 1 Team C37 Ferrari from the 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is the number 16 car driven by Monegasque Charles Leclerc. A very important car for him, and a very important race because it was a race in which he scored his first points of the campaign, which led to a fantastic Formula 1 season for himself and the Alfa Romeo Sauber team. And it even led to a full-time drive for Ferrari next year, or this year, let's say in 2019, replacing Kimi Räikkönen. So let's look at the box. Big box, because the cars have become huge after the 2010 season, and bigger and bigger and bigger. As you can see on all sides, you have the pictures of the model, some information on the bottom, and the box is in the beautiful Alfa Romeo Sauber corporate colors. But yeah, let's have a look what's inside the box, of course. So here we have it, but first I wanted to do a small and quick review of the half-scale model of the Charles Leclerc helmet. It is made and released by Bell, and it's a beautiful little thing, as you can see. And of course it accompanies the 118 scale model just perfectly. So as I said, great looking thing, very Monegasque inspired, of course, with the Monegasque flag all over it. As you may or may not notice, I have upgraded it substantially with more realistic hands, rings and discs, the aero spoiler at the back, all the vents and the dummy dots on top, the lip spoiler even at the front, the tear-offs, and even the screws, the pivot screws and everything. I've replaced them all to make it look much more realistic. Fantastic little thing, and it goes well with the model. As I said, beautiful combination. So, but let's move on to the actual model now. And yeah, so it comes on the typical Spark grey wooden base. A big base, of course, because it's once again a big ass car. One of the first things you notice is, of course, the new for 2018 halo. Not very popular thing, but it actually showed its use, and I don't think Charles Leclerc minds having a halo after his Spa start crash with Fernando Alonso, where it potentially saved his life actually. Some more info on the base as well, about the car and the race and the driver and everything. One thing I have to say, I've added some extra decals and details to the wheels and tires. As you may see, I've added some barcodes, decals, handwritten tire markings, and the green L and R for the left and rights, of course, to add some extra realism. Let's move to the front of the car now, and the front wing, which is beautifully replicated. You can see the cascades are cut out, not all of them, but the most important ones, let's say. You have all the flaps and gills and everything, and it's very refined. The carbon texture is really nice. The nose is well done with the holes. They're not actual holes though, which is a bit of a shame, but it looks good anyways. You have all the aerodynamic appendages underneath the cockpit, which is nicely done. The suspension, the trick Mercedes Toro Rosso-esque suspension, is nicely replicated as well. Then you have all the flaps and gills and barge boards thingies, which is very refined, and the intake of the side pods as well, and the wings on top. You even have that little wing that is very refined next to the cockpit entrance. Then of course the cockpit, the halo, it's a bit of a shame they didn't try to make a real wing on top of the halo, because that blob of plastic with the black lines should be a wing. It looks good from afar, but from close up it looks a bit weird. Then the helmet is nicely done. As you compare it with the half-scale helmet, the colors are nicely done and everything. You even have the shape of the Xylon strip on the visor, and the visor is actually red tinted as well, as Charles used in that race. The drive figurine is very beautiful as well, with the seat belts, with the photo etched buckles and everything. And then the steering wheel, I have a bit of a beef with the steering wheel from Spark. They're very well, detailed, that's not a problem, but the thing is, it's not the actual steering wheel of the Sauber car. Spark uses a generic steering wheel for all cars, which is a bit of a shame. You have the Alfa Romeo decal on top, which is nice, but they forgot the thin red line. Then the intake of the airbox is really nicely done. You have the camera on the side and on top, of course, and you even have a little intake there on the fin as well. The floor is nicely replicated with carbon texturing in the plastic. It's a bit of a shame they didn't cut out the gills there, but it's still very refined. The rear suspension is nicely replicated as well. The rear wing is very nice with gills that are actually cut out in the end plates. I really like that little detail. The DRS is very nicely detailed, as are the rear wing supports layered in carbon fiber. You even have the heat shields underneath it where the exhaust joins it basically, and then the heat shield on top of the crash structure at the back. The diffuser is very refined with that little wing or gurney flap on top, and then the, I think, brake duct wings as well, where the end plates meet the floor of the car. Then this is a bit weird, let's say exit of the side pods. Looks a bit strange if you look at it from the back, but yeah, it's a little tiny detail that's maybe a bit less. But overall, it's a very nice car, a very nice model. Spark did a great job on it. And look at this as a set, it just looks fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope to see you soon for our next one. See you guys.